Learn more. Okay, bring it back now, y'all. Let's see what's happening. Oh, what's good with you, Angela? Good to see you. Let's go. As class, that's class. Appreciate the love, young Angela in the build. I appreciate her presence, no doubt. Set it up for a little while. Wait till a few people come in. Of course, I'm probably gonna cut a lot of this off when the video is officially on deck. What's up with Feeney? How you doing? How you doing? Appreciate your presence on this line, no doubt, no doubt. Good to see you. Good to see you. Angela Fleming, what's going down, baby? Hey, hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Just wanted to catch up with y'all. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. That's why the video is called "Where Have You Been." It has been a minute, no doubt. It's been a lot of quiet time for sure, for sure. In this tabernacle, no doubt. But I'm gonna be patient. Wait on a few more folks to come through before I start the chit chat. What's going on, Asia Black? What's going down? Appreciate your presence on this line, no doubt. It has been a couple minutes. Robert Rom, what's good? Would you appreciate your presence on this line? No doubt. I appreciate you. Man, yeah. Bringing back memories. It's been so long that I still remember the names. It's a beautiful thing. I think the last live I've been on was like maybe 4 months ago. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. There it is. There it is, Afeni. 4 months to be exact since your last live. Goodness gracious. Plug. That's an oasis. That I left out for real. I was gone from the world. And the reason why I was gone for the world is because I was preaching it. I was kind of talking about how we all need to get away from social media completely, kind of like shut it down and kind of like focus and chit chat with the things that you want to do in life. You know, there's some things I wanted to change within me, and I felt like in order for that change to happen, I needed to go fade to black a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to have that deep search, and also another thing that was really irritating me in that process, and the reason why I kind of let it go and shut it down for a second or two is because player, this car situation, your boy got tired of talking about it. You feel me? It's been a couple years. It's been a couple years with this van life scenario, and I'm still in the midst of it. You know what I'm saying? And so there's some things I had to be I had to put some effort in and let go in a way. And that was kind of tough, you know what I'm saying, to be honest with you, to shed some of these layers up off me. You feel also the why the conversation of why it happened to me, why this, why that. I had to let all that go. It had to be some real like talks with thyself. You know what I'm saying? And I believe everybody should join in and be a part of that life and kind of get away from the noise. And that's that's really what it was. I got a chance to go back to Houston for a little while. My little sister, shout out to my little sister Isa. She like, yeah, you got to come down here for the Christmas. You know what I'm saying? You got to come down here for the holidays or whatnot. So I was like, all right, bet, you know. And so she made sure I was down there. And I was able to see a lot of people that I haven't seen in a long time. All my whole family, for sure. Let's see. Yeah, it's been a minute, no doubt. Yeah, so yeah, it's Angela. I had to get away. The ponder. Yeah, I had to do some pondering out here because a lot of things didn't make no sense to me, and when things didn't make any sense, it created frustrations, created negativity in my spirit, you know what I'm saying? And and I didn't want to showcase that amongst y'all. I had to be right in order to, showcase and be my best version when it come down to conversing with y'all. And now after going through the process of kind of like shedding and still that's always ongoing process. It's an ongoing process for everybody, to shedding the old ways, the old habits, the things that doesn't serve you no more. You know what I'm saying? That's things that we all have to diligently do, because it's a lot of what they call it, distractions out here, for real, and distractions at its all-time high out here in these streets, no doubt. You can see a distraction from a mile away. It's pretty it's pretty wild how much distractions there is and how much it's pushed out here. And I have to get right. I had to get right with myself and also be the change that I want to be able to see. For real. Let's see. One of the things I had to I wanted to have a conversation with y'all about today, because this is I'm gonna make sure this is a consistent scenario now, because I am back, and I feel like I'm better than ever or whatnot. And so we're gonna enjoy the visuals once again, but it's just in a different way. The way it was before is the way of old, and now I had to switch some things up for myself, to better myself and understand that change is inevitable. It happens, and we all have to change in a way for the better. Some things that I was looking into, that I know that I want to be what they call it, put forth an effort on, is that the education. You know what I'm saying? What are we teaching each other? What are we giving to the community? What are we giving back? What are we, especially as far as the school system's concerned? I'm not a fan of the school system and how it's being put together. And so therefore you have to be the change, because you shouldn't wait on a savior for that to happen. Sometimes you gotta have to go ahead and be that, you feel? And in order for the change to happen for our young ones, the same old school regurgitating the same old information that I remember from back in the Gap cannot be anymore, shouldn't be anymore. And so that's like one of the top things that was on my brain, that I know, I should be called. I am called upon for that, and I'm just giving out, talking out loud right now, giving out this information, because it's a must. We must change our ways. I had to change. I'm not gonna say we. You do what you do to make you feel, warm and tingly inside, no doubt. But I know I had to change my ways of who I was before in order for a change to happen in my world. And so I'm switching it up, doing things a lot of different. And here I am right now to tell the story. So I'm not dead. You know what I'm saying? No one died. And that's why I make sure I commented whenever somebody, gives a comment on my videos or whatnot. I make sure I can respond. But as far as doing the lives concerned, I was slow poking on that. I was like, and then of course I did a few exercise videos, but that was just to say, oh man, let me just throw vids out there real quick. And I know I do that every day. And so now some more habits is upon us right now. And so that's what I'm on. That's what I'm on for real. Let's see. Yes, Robert Rom. Yes, sir. It's about balance, and we all have a positive and negative, no doubt. And I had to, it's about working with me. I had to work on myself personally, because irritation was amongst thee. You feel me? Like heavy. You feel me? Heavy. And I just didn't understand what happened in the streets. You feel like, so my reaction had to be better. I had to change my way of reacting to these thoughts, and kind of actually quiet the noise in my head, because that noise was heavy. You understand me? And so I didn't want to be that guy to be like negative Nancy out here, because that's not me, not one bit. But I had that, it was a creeping up on your boy. It was creeping. I was like all on your boy's shoulder, like, man, a strong case of for duck life. You know what I'm saying? You feel? So I was like, let me step back, because this this is not like me. You know what I'm saying? This is out of character. You feel? So when I knew that was creeping up and these thoughts, I had to just break away from social media, all that completely. I had to have some times where, this phone was off and it was off for a long period of time. How many people can say they was off, pretty much almost 72 hours? You feel me? Where I wasn't looking at nothing, not a damn thing on social media, news or anything like that. And that was sweet to get away. You feel real sweet. But I do miss y'all. I do miss y'all. And there was a time and frame where I was just like, when I come back, it's gonna be right, and I'm gonna be present, and I'm gonna be, just different, because what happened to me and what's been going on in my life has, I guess, guided me into that change. And so it's a beautiful thing that y'all still here, holding it down, still fucks with your boy with the FUX, you know what I'm saying? And I enjoy y'all and I appreciate y'all, no doubt, like with all my heart, that y'all still down with your boy after 4 months of of MIA-ness, which is crazy. But I'm back and I'm ready to chit chat about whatever. You feel me? One of the things I had kind of slowed down on is I slowed down the consumption of the weed, of the greenery, the cannabis. Something that I noticed when it came down to me and cannabis, that is like, I never really even gone on a live before without smoking the green. You feel me? This is my first live without no cannabis consumption. And shout out to the people that's doing it. I'm not knocking it at all, but I noticed something that was what was happening within me, where I was like just needed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I wasn't clear-minded on things. And that happens when you everything has to have a balance or whatnot. Everything's good in moderation. I feel there's a certain situation where, it might be prevalent to join in on and partake in the green, that. But I wanted to have a discipline for myself to better myself, no doubt, for sure. And so that's the reason why I kind of slowed down on that. I literally tell people no. You know what I'm saying? Like on their program. You feel me? Because right now that's like where my head's at. It's about different habits. I want to shout out a book that I have read, and I enjoyed my time reading that book. It was called the Atomic Habits. So if you're interested in trying to kind of better yourself, that's a very great self-help book. Atomic Habits. If anybody read that, do a shout out. Let me know. Bow. Hey, yo, Atomic Habits, the truth. And yeah. It was good. It was a good read. No doubt about that. Great read. Let's see. I see you, Chin Ducktail, my boy. Hey, what's going down, Young Gene? Appreciate your presence on this line. It is like a Chin Ducktail, no doubt. I'm keeping it along. I'm trying to keep. This is the only thing I got. You know what I'm saying? As far as hair wise, you feel? So I'm gonna keep it going until it can't go no more. You feel? Like, no doubt. Let's see. Good to see you, man. I'm going to use that irritation was amongst thee. No doubt. It was all on your boy's shoulder blade. I'm trying to tell you. And I didn't want it to showcase in my world that type of energy, because that's if your feeling ain't right, then it's gonna showcase. You got to be calm and at ease within, in order for it to be some blessings to come your way. You feel? You gotta have that peace through it all. And your boy been here, player, from going from 2 to 3 years of straight traveling to 2 to 3 years of straight, you right here, you stuck, you know what I'm saying? You chilling, get used to it. You feel me? Your boy had some issues with that, and I was like, man, ain't no way it's supposed to happen like this. And so, yeah, I took that step back. I took it. I had to. Took a couple steps back. You know, like James Harden. Like, you know, that step back was serious when how quick it was, because I had to figure some things out. I had to figure some things out and be okay with a few things as well. Let's see. D Jackson, what's good? What's good? I appreciate you. Appreciate your presence on this line. Yeah. Yeah. It's time to engage for sure, Angela. Appreciate you, Priscilla. Appreciate your presence on this line. Travel Snack, what's good with you? Appreciate your presence on this line for sure. Which I see you, girl. Let's see. I've cut back also. I get way more done, and my attitude about progression got stronger, and that's a fact. That's a fact. I want to also put out another book that I joined in on, that a friend told me about. That is, I feel like, you know, it's for men or whatnot, but I feel like everybody can be a part of it, man and woman. You understand? And it's called The Way of the Superior Man. It's a great book. I enjoyed it. I got a few notes on that bad boy actually too. That I feel that is prevalent, that kind of caught me off guard, just chit chat, you know, about some of the things that was going on in that book. Let's see. Let's see. I want to be specific about where I want to go and what I want to chit chat about this book. I wrote some things down, but I want to make sure that it's something that I want to present. Let's see. All right, so this idea about it's about the polarities of men and women or whatnot. And there's a feminine and there's a masculine in us all. And women tend to have the more of the feminine side, but men has a feminine side as well. And he talks about those polarities or whatnot. I thought that was The Way of Superior Man was a spectacular information on that subject. Let's see. My bad, guys. You know, I'm working. I'm trying to figure it out where I want to go with it. All right. So number one thing I thought the book showcased was kind of shocking to me. It says, and let me know if y'all feel the same way, ladies. You know what I'm saying? Like, the book talks about how she doesn't really want to be your number one. That's what one chapter talks about how a woman does not want to be your number one. That caught me off guard, because I was like, yo, I'm used to hearing that. I thought that's, you know, they want to be catered to, you know what I'm saying, full on. And like it talks about how if a man has a goal and after something, that's the attraction. You know what I'm saying? Go after, has a goal that is passionate about, then they could be like the help me, as you know, for lack of a better phrase, in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want you to be you know, up on they shoulder blade like that. You know what I'm saying? All up on they quarters. You feel me? Like, yo, have your own thing. We come together, we connect. I ain't gotta be your number one. That's how they was chit chatting as far as this book's concerned, which is called The Way of the Superior Man. And I was like, look at that. That's deep. You know what I'm saying? Because I think a lot of young men out here, older man, middle man, whatever, you know what I'm saying, they all believe, you know, that we supposed to be like all in and just focus on the woman. Needs you to have other focus, and we come together. You feel me? And that's what the bottom line is. That's what he was giving out that information on. She talks about how she wants the killer in you. Not to say you out there as a man out there just like want to kill a mofo or like actual murder, you know what I'm saying? But it's more of a passion towards like, yo, you know, it might be on a little bit on the dark side. You feel me? Like, I'm gonna get something going and she can trust that and believe in that. Like somebody's gonna make sure the household is taken care of. And I was like, yo, though, this boy giving out this breath of fresh air, you know. So if you can listen to it on YouTube, no doubt it's like on a what they call it, on you can listen to it or whatnot. You ain't got to read the book. You ain't got to like actually get the book or whatnot. It's all on YouTube. You can join in on that as an audio, and feel free to enjoy yourself. No doubt. Let's see. Still working at that haunted restaurant. So the crazy story about that haunted restaurant, it actually closed completely down. It was no more of that restaurant. I left sometime in the beginning of December, maybe December 13th, to head back to Houston, and I stayed there for about till January. Middle of January is when I came back here. And so for that restaurant, which is called Jacksonville Inn restaurant in Jacksonville, Oregon, they decided to close the restaurant down. Now the hotel still's going, but the restaurant is completely done. It caught people off guard too when they closed that restaurant down, because they gave it people 2 to 3 day notice. 2 to 3 day notice that the whole thing's gonna get shut down. So a lot of my old school co-workers, they got slapped in the face, no doubt about that. They got and they was looking, they looking for a pension. They looking for money coming their way, because how they did it was out of pocket, completely out of pocket, how they operated. And so I respect that, no doubt. But yeah, that place is no more for right now. And it's okay. It's okay. I did have thoughts about like coming back and kind of like, stacking up some more bread or whatnot via dishwashing, but it is what it is. I'm here. I just got through doing a house sitting situation for about 2 weeks, and now I'm just getting back into the flow of things now, and back in the vehicle, back in my car, and working things out, working on myself. And here I am today having a conversation on 222. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Let's see. Appreciate you, Angela. Yeah, please hit the like, you know what I'm saying? That let everybody know I'm in the building, you feel me? And probably bring up other folk to come through. It's a beautiful thing. Whatever this algorithm situation is, you feel. So respect to that. I appreciate you, Angela, for letting the folk know. Yeah. There we go. Asia Black. I already know about the game. Respect to her, on the way of the superior man, no doubt. Content creators make it look like it's all positive. Yes, look like it's all positive because they only come on when they feel good. But it's a misconception, because as a human, we feel both sides, light and darkness, no doubt. And that's not my goal, to be out here on some negative Nancy stuff. Like, I'm not gonna just like, because I definitely I'm always working on my reaction to things, So like if something happened like on the news or something like that, I'm not the guy to be like throw my fist up or something like that, or on that BLM stuff, or just like quick to react and saying the world is bad, you. It's about what my reaction is and how can I be at ease and at peace through anybody's situation, through the what I just saw. You feel? Because that's where it's at, and that's where everybody need to be at, and have that calmness and peace and be that God in the situation. You feel? I want to also talk about something that because I had to go back into the biblical studies, talk about some things, and this is not I know a lot of people are very religious based and deep into Christianity or whatnot. So therefore, I like to dibble dabble into the book I used to grow up on. Which is the biblical studies, and I had to wanted to look at some things that talks about the power within, and the perfect example I think that's really prevalent right now, is because I think people are out here looking for a savior in the sky, looking for somebody to do something for them. And I I'm a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Where in this situation, I was probably just looking for, a way out through something else. Somebody come save me type of deal. But you got to be the guide. You got to be the story in your life. You know what I'm saying? You are the common denominator in that bad boy. And one of the verses I wanted to talk to you about and read was Luke 17, 20, 21. Now I know everybody ain't down for the biblical studies or whatnot, but I feel like this is prevalent, you know what I'm saying? And for all my people that's, are Christians or whatnot, please listen in. And everybody that's not Christian, please listen in, because I feel like it's prevalent. Let's see. Now, Luke 17, 20, 21. When some of the Pharisees asked Jesus when the kingdom of God would come, he answered, saying to them, the kingdom of God does not come by observation. Neither will they say, behold, it is here, or behold, it is there. For behold, the kingdom of God is within you. Gave you all the tools and talents and power that you need to see. We just ain't tapped into it. That's not something that's taught. You feel me? That's not something we thrive upon. We get nervous thinking like we have the power. You know what I'm saying? And that's false doctrine. You feel? And I believe that I personally believe that what happened to me and what's going on with me, my reaction had to change about life, about what I'm doing, and faith without works, it's nothing. It's not there. You won't make any moves. You feel? And like I just want to throw that out there with the biblical studies, because I know folk that's all they read is the biblical study. They ain't studying nothing else. Yeah. So I just want to join in and throw that out there, little scripture to kind of like boost you up and let you know that you got the power. You know what I'm saying? You have the power to make moves. You just gotta walk it. And this is part of my walk right here, being on this live right now, 222, and enjoying my presence with y'all for sure. Let's see. Anybody else got anything? Let's see. Hello, Angela. Hey, I see everybody respect his purpose in the serious. Hey, yo, that's real life. Asia already know about that serious attraction out here in these streets when somebody's out there and has a purpose. And that's something that, like I said, I had to take a break from, because I got a little worry. I had major purpose coming in. And that's why I was able to finish the states with such quick. I feel like quickness a little bit, because your boy was moving around like like he touring, like he doing a tour of the states for real. And I took that serious, because I just know my goal is I'm serious about. I had to roam the country, and there was a purpose involved in my life. And so when the shutdown happened, or all of a sudden my car got canceled, and some things happened, other things happened, a lot of different things happened, stories coming, a lot of different things happened. And I just like, man, what in the world is happening? And is my purpose, is it not there anymore? Like, is it fun anymore? Like, are we excited still? You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the things I had to come in contact with, try to figure out what do I enjoy? You know what I'm saying? What makes me flare up inside, gets me all warm and tingly, microwaves my heart, you know what I'm saying? So I had to check myself, blood. And there's nothing I can do or look at social media wise that would have helped me out, I felt. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something that's not technology based. It is personal, you based. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing technology can do, because we ain't need it. You don't need it. You feel? And so you have to, it was something I had to do, check within and shut everything down. Really. And another quote I want to throw out there to you, that like, when we get to that point of watching social media all the time and have to watch it and just want to know what's going on, and you get to like, some people get like a negative feeling, you know what I'm saying? I always feel some type of sadness sometimes because I feel like you're comparing yourself with other folk. When your life is you doing just fine, be happy with your life and what's going on, and be present in that lifestyle that you live in. You know what I'm saying? We have a sense of wanting to compare, and I feel like comparison is the thief of joy. And that's what's been going on with a lot of people when they're being fed all these different things and highlights and drama and stuff like that. We trying to compare, and we want to have, we're trying to be entertained when we're not we're not doing the work, you know what I'm saying, of who we are. We just want to be entertained and let things happen, and all of a sudden, we in a jail cell, in our mind and in our spirit, because we didn't tap in or dig into who we are truly inside. And so that was part of the reason why I had to make that adjustment, because I fell victim to that lifestyle. I fell victim of like jealousy or hate, and I had to erase that out of my life. You know what I'm saying? I had to be the God in my situation and be at ease. I mean, one of the biggest scenarios of people creating tension or whatnot, when you got folks still rocking mask on and everything like that, that right there can like trigger something. You feel you know what I'm saying? Make you feel like, you know what I'm saying? Why they still wearing, like, but then you got to understand, like, you don't know their history. You don't know what they've been through. You feel me? They got some things that they dealing with. And so that's how they working with their situation. You feel me? Everybody ain't going to be having your eyes. Either everybody's not going to have your vision or whatnot, or your thought process in life. Everybody got their own. And so you got to be open to other people's thought process in life. You feel? It can't be just dismissive and like, you stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. We better now. Let's get grown. You know what I'm saying? Let's get grown out here and be okay with grown folk, having grown folk conversation and understanding that we all have our differences or whatnot, but we can coexist through it all. No doubt. No doubt. And so, yeah. I had more things I had to work on, because I felt like it was creeping up on your boy to have a negative entity about my whole experience. Like, how you gonna have a negative entity or negative feeling about your whole experience when that's exactly what you wanted to do? It's exactly what you put your mind to, and it showcased, and I did it, and I'm still in the midst of it. You know what I'm saying? And so, and that was me trying to compare. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. In my mind, I'm thinking to myself, like, player, the ideal for me in the beginning was to like finish the states full on finish the states. And for some reason, I was just like, money's just going to be flowing because I finished it. And so when it didn't turn out the way I expected it to, I envisioned it to, not to say it will never happen. It just didn't happen the way what I assumed it was supposed to. You feel me? Like, oh, now it's supposed to happen. But that's not how, to say the world works. God works, or however you want to put it together. You feel me? You just got to go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? This is still we're still in our transitional. We're still growing. We're still being the best version we possibly be. And there's going to be some obstacles in that. No doubt. Well, all we can do is react to in our greatest form, and be the God that we all share, and have the collective conscious to be. You know what I'm saying? And do. And so, yeah. That's something that, like I said, I had to work on, and everybody should be working on something. That's something that you're going through right now that been irritating you, and you ain't found the ease in it. Cause everything's not fast. It's been like, as far as working out is concerned, I know a lot of people just want to lose weight, trying to get their body right and trying to get right. That comparison, like, oh, what am I doing now? You know what I'm saying? Look at me now in comparison to somebody on the gram or whatnot. You're gonna have a hard time. You know what I'm saying? That girl or that dude gonna have that major pecs that you been wanting, and you're gonna be like, damn, that pec is not there. You know what I'm saying? These titties are still protruding, and I know I did 100 push-ups today. You know what I'm saying? You get that vibe. You feel me? But Rome wasn't built in a day. You feel me? Nothing was built in one day, player. It's a consistent scenario. And I have to look at that, especially through my working out. I got to look at that through everything I do. You know what I'm saying? And so, and it's showcased in my word. All of a sudden, I had the body that I dreamed of or whatnot, because it's consistent work and our atomic habit that I put in, that I said I was going to do. This is who I am. And that's what we tend to kind of like, I know personally, our speech. We need to get better at our speech and what we're saying, who we are. Like somebody says like, oh yeah, I wanna get better at working out. I wanna be, you know, saying this and that. You said I am. You speak it into existence, that this is not something that's temporary. This is who I is. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where it's at. And so if you want to change as far as anything, you gotta be that change. If you want your body to change, you gotta switch that diet up. And it ain't gotta be no heavy ass. I'm not into really diets, to be honest with you. Keep it all the way real. I'm a fan of fasting, and I feel like fasting is the key. If you don't eat nothing till like 2 o'clock, and then do some type of burnout, some type of workout, some sweat for about an hour, player, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right, player, for real. And you do that consistently for about 2 to 3 months, plus some changes gonna happen in your life, no doubt. And so you got to be that change. You got to be like, nah, this is what I do. I wake up early in the morning, I work out, and this is who I is. You know what I'm saying? If I don't want to smoke weed no more, I don't say, oh, I'm not on it right now, I don't be smoke. I say I don't smoke. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Shut it down. And that, and all of a sudden when I say I don't smoke, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like this, I believe it. You know what I'm saying? Because I spoke it. Like, I don't smoke, blood. I'm good on that. And that's where we got to be at. That's where we got to be at on everything. We got to be it. And not just being like half it. You know what I'm saying? Like lukewarm with that shit. You feel? You got to be all the way in. Let's see. Let's see. He's a protector. All right, there, Robert Rome, I see. I appreciate it when a man makes me a priority, but I want it to be a mutual understanding that I make him a priority as well. Respect to that, Angela Fleming. Respect to that. It'll give out more detail about what the book was talking about and why he made those thoughts or whatnot. So I'm not going against you at all. I believe in what you're talking about, because everybody's different about what they want in their prospect or their I guess other person. You know what I'm saying? Their left rib, or however you want to put it together. Their person that they're in a relationship with long term. Let's see. Fancy seeing you here. Retired 2019. What's going down? Let's see. Appreciate y'all present on this line for sure. My reaction is to ignore it unless I'm personally involved. McBride, Dwayne, what's going down? Appreciate your presence on this line, no doubt. I believe so too. Your reaction, you do ignore it unless it happened to you. But then even if it happens to you, you still got to have a peace, because you can react to something and it can be deadly. You know what I'm saying? There'll be some cases where somebody, I remember a lot of people used to get upset with words. Like somebody can come at them and say like you a bitch or something like that, right? Curse them out. And folk be like, nah, no one called me that's a word. You understand me? We gotta be a little higher than that to be thinking some word gonna have me out of character. You feel me? Like, okay, that's this person. Okay, I'm a bitch. This is that person's opinion. You feel me? It's no disrespect. I don't look at it no disrespect. Like, you ain't done nothing. You feel me? You ain't done nothing, blood. And so therefore, we gotta look at these words and how what folk talking about, especially on the Twitter, folks saying some about stuff on the comment section. We got to be better than that. We can't have no words have you on some gangster gun shit. You know, nah, what they call it, mere bag of shells. It's mediocre. That's not where we at. Come on now, we making major moves out here. We are grown. You know what I'm saying? We are grown out here in these streets, and little words about what folk doing that shouldn't hinder us like that, or give us some type of feeling of want to kill somebody. You feel like that's no bueno. That's no bueno. Let me see what else we got here. Good to see you, buddy. Looking well. I appreciate you, Burnt Bond. Appreciate your presence on this line. Amen. Travel Snack says, amen. I appreciate you, girl. Let's see. Guide you, but we must put in the work ourselves. No doubt, Young Gene. We already know the Most High, though. However you want to say it, the Creator, all that. We still got to put in the work, because we are the creator of our world, and that's the Feducket lifestyle, player. Through it all, you know what I'm saying? Anybody, you have your thoughts, you have your visions of what you want to do, and what makes you warm and tingly inside, and therefore you go out there and do it. You Feducket, you know what I'm saying? Through it all. And you're not Feducket in saying like on some FU stuff to other people. You just like, yo, I'm gonna do what I enjoy. This is something I enjoy, player, and so I'm not gonna be like feeling like I'm doing something wrong or whatnot. Because especially if you're not hindering nobody, or you're not being a negative entity, like you making moves out here, you're doing great things. You're a beautiful being in what you do. You know what I'm saying? What you chose to do. And yeah. We all got to be the creator of our worlds. We all got to say Feducket and be the change. It's not gonna happen. Somebody's not gonna come out there and try to save us. Because right now, to be honest with you, that's their goal is not to save nobody. Their goal is for mass extinction out here in these streets. And they want folk, they really want folks to not really have a care. And I'm pretty sure that's part of the reason why the cannabis has they trying to make that legal. Now I do believe there's benefits to the cannabis lifestyle, but they trying to make it legal for everybody because there is a sense of not caring, you know what I'm saying, in a way when it comes down to cannabis. And if everybody just like in a dull phase when smoking green, then you know what I'm saying, then you can get anything passed or done in the world or whatnot, because everybody's just like smoking and watching the internet, you know what I'm saying? And that's not where it's at. That's, you know what I'm saying, that's not where the power in you is gonna create. It's gonna be at its maximum. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be present and hold ourselves accountable in our lives, and about what happened in our lives, and how and how things happen. It's okay. Be present right now, because we can't change about what happened in the past, and enjoy it and be the change that you want to be right now. And it's not the internet scenario is good to have, especially you got somebody that you enjoy like myself or whatnot that you want to see. That's a beautiful thing, no doubt. But if it's something that you're watching that hurts you inside, or gives you a feeling of like it's just not uneasy, or it's not a good feeling, then work on that. Change your perspective on the situation, which is all this is tough. This is what the work is about. You feel me? And that working within us is where it's all what it's all about to me personally. Yeah. But that's just conversations right now. Let's see. We nomadic conversations right now. You don't realize how much your energy something takes you from until you get away from it. No doubt. And it's nothing wrong with the live and being on YouTube. But it was something I just needed to do, just far as just being away. And I'm a firm believer that we should shut everything off. So if I had to practice what I preached, you know what I'm saying? I talked about this a couple times a while back ago.
saying that we just need to cut off everything. You feel me? Shut everything down. Because what they talking about? You know, they not even talking about anything. You know, like for real, for real. Um, and so we hyping up things and putting people on a pedestal, and it's a game. You know what I'm saying? Perfect example. Not to knock him, because respect to his what he did, and how he accomplished the what they thought was unaccomplishable. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about sports a little bit. LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Like him, I guess bypassing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the scoring record or whatnot. Player, they stopped the game. Them boys was losing. They stopped the game for his trophy presentation in the middle of the fourth. You know what I'm saying? I was like, but they losing though. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's really happening right now? Plus, is that what we doing? Like, we really trying to make this a thing? And of course, you know, everybody has their opinion on LeBron, and then of course, you know, the Jordan folk coming out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? They like, yo, he still ain't the best. You know what I'm saying? And like, we really having full out conversation about this jump. with our freedom is being taken away. You know what I'm saying? Like my homeboy Carlton Chester, he put on something right on his story feed I looked at one time, and he was talking about Neiman Marcus. Neiman Marcus, the clothing store, said that he gonna up the prices of all his stuff now. All the clothes gonna be high price now, cause he ain't really dealing with that low price stuff. He ain't no Ross. That's what he said. He said he done with that. He looking for the high price. He looking for people that's gonna pay, you know, $300 for some socks. He looking for them people. Respect to the game. Respect to the game. But you see, what's happening is, and what he was talking about is how they trying to make it where the middle class or whatever, the people, it's gonna be the rich and the poor. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what's going on right now. You know, a lot of things is being switched. So we're not. I mean, we got eggs out here, $9. My friend of mine, Eddie, dude, I house sit for. He said he went to Hawaii they went to Hawaii with his family for about 2 weeks, and that's what he saw. In Hawaii, like Hawaii is even, you know, that price range over there is pretty wide. Anybody that's from Hawaii, do a shout out. You feel me? Shout out to yourself or whatnot for being there and living in that amongst that lavishness, because everything is high priced out there in Hawaii, yo. And so, you know, we boosting up prices of these things, and when we're capable of growing our own. We're capable of making a change where we don't even need those businesses that's trying to take, I guess, the energy that we worked to gain, which is the currency, and they trying to put it to something and put prices up, and gasoline prices and all these different things. For what? You know what I'm saying? What we doing right now? Well, why? You know, it's not even that serious. So therefore, we got to make a change. We got to be the change. We can't be waiting on the government to make a group for us. You know what I'm saying? Or build a program, kinfolk. Programs can be done, even if it's just 2 or 3 people starting out. That's how it starts. You know, if you want to build an education, a different education than what they giving out, then build an education. Be that change. Yeah. The power within is within us all, plug. And so therefore, let's be that change. If you have a grand idea that you're thinking of right now, and it makes you warm and tingly inside, you know, I already know. I love when your heart is microwaved. You feel me? If you got your heart microwaved about the subject matter, player, you need to go ahead and partake in that. No doubt. Enjoy yourself. It can be tough, but that is part of the process. Sometimes you got to do some things that scares you a little bit. I was nervous as hell starting out, this travel journey or whatnot. What people gonna think about me? Just like shutting everything down. Cause your boy was getting over there in LA. I was getting paid, for my camera work. I getting paid $500 a shoot. You know what I'm saying? Doing red carpet. But I didn't have no excitement, blood. I was doing it just to get these bills in, you know? And so I had to switch my thought process up, man. I had to be like, no, this is something I want to do. I want to travel. I want to see new things. I want to be in areas that I ain't never been before. Meet people that ain't never met me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like that. This is where it's at, and gain connections, and have like a spiritual journey across this world or whatnot. Perfect example is like people that's into the biblical studies. I mean, that boy Jesus, that's what he was doing. He was roaming the streets. You feel me? And I didn't come to realization about what Jesus was doing until I just sat back and kind of like thought over my life. Because it's different. It's different from a lot of people's, man. I got a different thought process than a lot of people, and that's okay. But there's some thought processes that I do need to change, and that's okay as well. Change is inevitable. We all need to have some type of look back and change, and so therefore, yeah, you got to for your world to change, you have to be the change, blood. And so, yeah. I just want to throw that out there. You know what's going down in the streets, blood. You know I'm talking right now. It's out. We out here. Let's see. Spitting straight facts about comparison and sadness. No doubt. No doubt. Comparison is the thief of joy. Always remember that. Don't look at nobody and look at what they got going on. Look at them and say, yo, they did something to get to that point, yo. They and admire them in a way. Be like, oh man, that person, all right. I'm like the fact that you see that and you're around that. Like if it's a person with a big body Benz, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, a Tesla with a whatnot. You got a Corolla or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You look at that person with the Tesla, be like, respect to your Tesla game. That's what the person that's what he wanted. That's what his goal was, and he went after it. You know what I'm saying? Dap that person up, plus show some love to it. Don't have this dissatisfaction like why it ain't me, woe is me. Nah, plug. All right, bet. That's light. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? I thank you for putting it in my realm that a Tesla's out here, and somebody that I see rocking the Tesla, I'm this close. I'm this close to it. It's coming up into my world. I'm seeing it, so therefore it must be. It's coming. And if it ain't came yet, no worries. My Corolla clean. You know what I'm saying? I take care of my Corolla. The dubs, the rims clean. You know, but I mean, right now, I ain't got no vehicle. None. This is borrowed Tahoe right now, but I keep it clean. I gotta laugh about situation, plug. I ain't got no vehicle deep in that man's mechanic shop. You feel me? I'm talking about deep in the corner, cuz ain't been touched, collecting dust. The tires getting flat. This the car I'm riding in, baby. We riding, we coming in clean. I can't be upset. You know what I'm saying? I'm still here. You understand? I'm still here living lavish, no matter what. You understand? So therefore, that's where we gotta be at. Don't have hate towards your heart. Congratulations, because you know where you at. You know what you doing every day. Like the grind as far as people like working out. There's so many people that can get intimidated by your presence or whatnot, as far as, especially in the gym for me. And I sense the hate, but it was trials and errors to get to this point, yo. Trials and tribulations to get to this point. And so the same thing with other people that's gone through what they gone through. There's people got 100,000 subscribers, you know what I'm saying? Or 300,000, millions of subscribers. There's trials and tribulations to get to that point. They put in that work. And so therefore, it's just a consistent thing. Be the habit. Be the change you want to see in the world. Enjoy yourself out there in them streets, blood. Yeah. And that's where it's all at, blood. That's what you don't have no jealousy towards the situation. Respect the person about what they went through. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Let's see. You can't compare yourself. People, everyone has their strengths and weakness. Compare yourself to yourself. Respect. Good information, Angela. I'm motivating today, baby. Young Gene, respect, player. I appreciate you for letting me know. Let me know. Good to see you back. Salute and shalom, family. What's going down, Bushcraft Bandit, man? I still got that stick, boy. I appreciate you, pleb. My boy, he hooked me up with a nice little peek, because he found out I was out here without no weapons. Without no gun piece traveling around. He like, nah, you gotta have some. Yeah. But shout out to my boy, man. He killing the game. Bushcraft. Let's see. Video game sports. Man, I haven't seen each other in a while. We're very close. That's good, but never dated. Let's see. Okay, let's talk about that. Video game sports. Appreciate your presence on this line. Going out with a girl tonight. She's an old friend and haven't seen each other in a while. We were very close friends in high school, but never dated. How do I ask her out without ruining our friendship? Is you interested? You know what I'm saying? I mean, y'all already friends, plug. You know, if y'all, are y'all still chit chatting? Let's see. You haven't seen her in a while, plug. You know what I'm saying? This is new you. You ain't the same cat no more. Y'all ain't seen each other for a while, plug. It ain't got to see the idea of the date. Oh, this means we're going out and doing this. Plug, just go out and have a coffee somewhere, plug. And just enjoy the person's company, man, and see if the vibe is there. And then he ain't really got to speak it. Actions speak louder than them words, plus. So you ain't even got to speak or talk about, what is this on a relationship term. Don't even think about that part. If you interested in this person, holler at that person, yo. Show your whiz. Put that riz out there. That's the new word out there. I heard. Riz is it's what they call it. Charisma. You know, if you got riz, you could chit chat with someone and got game or whatnot to spit someone. I learned that's new information. I looked that up. I saw that, and so I thought it was classic. That boys, so we got that riz. Huh? I see you. That's new slang. I didn't grow up with that slang, but it's a new slang for now. And so you got to showcase and have that riz out there with player and be okay with rejection, because rejection is gonna happen, player. It's okay. And folk be like, I remember there was I saw a meme out there, or some dude got rejected by a girl and start putting them gunshots to her car. I was like, player, you know what I'm saying? It's okay for people to say no, dog. You know, like they lost. You know, for real. If you know what you bring to the table, player, and you ain't really got to chit chat and have people try to approach. But if you feel like you want to approach, then do your thing, you know. But women gonna choose you most likely. You know what I'm saying? They already gave you the eyeball already and said you should come talk to me. You know what I'm saying? That's how they usually can get down. You know, you ain't got to go cold turkey. And like this person ain't seen you not one bit, but you trying to come over there and see if she ain't show no interest. You ain't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? The women gonna choose you. They already seen you already. They already showed the interest already. And so therefore, especially in your situation that y'all already was like good friends, just go on over there and holler at her one time. Plug on and give that number, man. Go to a little coffee old shop. Play a little putt. You know, enjoy yourself, man. On some friendship stuff, man. And see if there's sparks. Cause she could be talking about something that you ain't talking about. You know what I'm saying? She like, oh, she from an old friend from high school, and it's been a while, but she still got high school thoughts. I'm not even on that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta check and see if you even like her. You know? So just go in there on some friendship stuff, blood. And see if that interest is still that. Sound like to me, you still highly attracted to her. You feel me? I guess. Just enjoy yourself out there, man. No, don't put no what they call it, stress on your chest about the situation, play. This is a gathering. We're just having coffee, player. You know what I'm saying? You is not asking her for her hand in marriage. You understand? This is not what that is. You are just enjoying some type of you going to some type of event or sharing a room or a space together where y'all can have a conversation, no doubt. And that's what it's all about, player. Enjoy yourself. Video games, sports. System is getting overran with people in jail for minor drug offenses. This is real. This is real. Like, man, a meme that came, video that came up was a dude like was getting like 43 years in jail. I think it was on some gang related stuff. I'm not sure if he killed somebody, but this guy was tatted up, tatted up on his face, big swole cat. You know what I'm saying? And once he was hearing that it was 43 years, the dude said 43 and a half years at first, right? And then there's a lady that corrected him. No. It's not 43 and a half. It's 43 years straight. 43 years straight. And when he heard that he was going to be in jail in the system that they got, which is basically labor, you know what I'm saying, and making money off these people. Like I said, I don't know exactly what he did, but he screamed and hollered, and you felt the fear and there was like a child in him still. You know what I'm saying? Like you know how 3-year-olds cry? It was almost like that as a grown man, because he came to realize, yo, this shit's happening for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, jail is a game changer, yo. It's a game changer. You shut off from the world. 43 years? I don't know what he did, like I said, player, but they be passing out them type of years sentences for the smallest of things, player. Like, you going to be in the system, dog. You going to be in here. You going to be doing the whatever, the driver's license paintings, mailbox building, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they got for you, you going to be in that system. 43 years. He was like, I can't believe this, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they had to get him out. They had to literally pick him up, get him up out of here, because, there was, the bass is gone in his voice. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, he literally was hurt, and I be hurt too. Like, for real, 43 years, life gone, and he about my age, you know what I'm saying? 35, 37, you know what I'm saying? Something around that age, for real. And like, boom. You might as well say, 43 years, that's life, you know what I'm saying? Like, a good chunk is gone. A good chunk. And I'm telling you, the fact that she bust out and said, dude said 43 and a half, and then she's not like, no, it's only 43, like, that 6 months gonna be, man, the boy hurt. The boy was hurt. And so, yeah, that's a real scenario, man. Folk out here getting like all kind of charges, silly charges, yo. And we gotta see if that really is it worth the cost. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it's at. I remember I had my silly moment out there in the streets as far as the green is concerned. I traveled with some pounds. You know what I'm saying? It could have been a situation of that sort. I could be deep in the cellular for that. It didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, player, your boy, I would have had that same vibe. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, Young Gene, the world is nothing but a stage, player. Yes, indeed. I appreciate that. Good information. You ain't gonna be rich. You gonna be rich, so you gonna be poor. That's how they try to work it, player. That's how they gonna work it. And be the change. Be the change, no doubt, Angela, no doubt. To spoil, to grow with their own food. I remember telling this woman to grow her own grocery store, but she was complaining of the prices. Oh, Beatrice Sanderson, what's good with you? I appreciate your presence on this line, no doubt. That is tough. Let's talk about that. The laziness is amongst us. We do know that. I mean, I'm a product of that. It's something different. So it's a change. It's something that we're not used to, and we feel like it's just a lot of work. But all it is really just chipping away at that wall, like Shawshank, building habits. And I had to come to terms with that. Just like building your body, you know what I'm saying? They talk about it's gonna be a lot of work. It's not gonna be a situation where you gonna work out so hard that all of a sudden your body there, player. You put in the work, what you can on a daily basis of what your goal is. Write them holes down. Put in the work and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? You come from 0 to 60 in a couple, you know what I'm saying, in a couple months or years. You feel me? But you were at 0. And so anybody that's trying to grow their own food or want to grow their own food, which everybody is capable of doing, because everybody got a patch of grass, you know what I'm saying, or somewhere, you feel, you know, everybody could grow their stuff or pots in the house. There's ways to make this thing happen. And so I understand the laziness can creep up on everybody because it's more about fear of failure in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, we almost on a fear circuit saying like, do I really want it? Even though you know it needs to happen because you're tired of a situation. Sometimes you got to do it. Just do it on some Nike shit. For real, for real. And that's why that Nike campaign was pretty major, because it is a just do it attitude, and it's a constant habit scenario on doing. There's people that's having a million subscribers and all that good stuff. Like, that was a constant scenario. People got their own farm and growing. All of a sudden, you see like they got acres or whatnot, or even if they don't even have acres, but they just got a backyard, a humble backyard, with a couple plants where they can grow spinach and tomatoes and stuff like that. Player, they had nothing in the beginning, and they just kept the habit going, get better, because we all just getting better. You know what I'm saying? We all it's just right now, having a conversation with you right now, and seeing the questions and seeing how people react. It's banter. We having a conversation and seeing and learning from each other. And that's what it's all about. This is the present moment right now. I'm gaining knowledge from y'all. Y'all gaining knowledge from me. And we enjoying each other's company, man. And it's what we're presently doing. After this, who knows? You know what I'm saying? You might look into a book about planting if that's what you're interested in, and actually get your first plant, get your first pot. Go to Hobby Lobby. You know what I'm saying? Or go to Walmart or Wally World or whatnot and get you some dirt. See what happens. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start. Gotta start somewhere. You know. Let's see. She told me it's easier to go to the store and buy it. It is. It is easier to go to the store and buy it, but there's also farmers market out there as well. If you want to do some local things, there should be farmers market out there. How many people seen like cantaloupes on the side of the road? You know what I'm saying? Cantaloupe buying honey on the side of the road, stuff like that. That's like a considered that is actually a person that stopped being lazy and decided, I'm gonna grow some things. I got bees in the backyard or whatnot. I'm gonna make some. I got this honey situation going, and they made it work. And now they trying to sell. So if you wanna, that's helping other people. You ain't gotta help the big businesses no more. You see those people that has watermelon or honey and tomatoes on the side of the road. Check them out. See what they talking about. Cause there's plenty of them out there. Plenty of them out there. I seen man, I see tons. And I have stopped by and see what they did. It's people helping people. Like they put up forth the effort and said they want to be the change. And so they had a little grocery store, you know what I'm saying? They got their own little watermelon spot, and come get these mangoes, and they selling it for the people. You know what I'm saying? That's really like you already know they ain't what they call it, they ain't got the situation that the stores got. This is from them personally. and they decided to make the change. So respect that and see what they got, and then you see and get a conversation going, see how they started, and then kind of broaden your horizon about what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? As far as like growing and everything like that. But of course, there's gonna be lazy. It's only gonna be people that's really talking about doing it. It's gonna actually gonna do it. It's gonna be people that's not gonna do it and say it and been talking about it, and it's not gonna be a part of it, and that's okay. They'll be a part of something else. They do something different, but there's always gonna be a point in every person's lives where it's just gonna be like, man, fuck it, kinfolk. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. No, by any means necessary, blood. Let's start it. Enjoy ourselves, blood. Let's see. Riz, I think of the RZA. Okay, I don't know what RZA is. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that? Well, RZA, are you talking about the what they call it, dude? I think a Muslim dude. He got some Riza Ali or something like that. Yeah, he nice with it. He nice with it. Respect to him, player. What he be talking about, man. I think one of the things, Rizlam or something like that. Seemed like a cool cat. He about 6'7". Tell me if you know who I'm talking about. 6'7" dude. And he give out a lot of information. And I think he was actually banned. Him and Trump was banned off social media because he was giving out too much information. You feel me? And he talks about being a change. He talks about how people are lacking of wisdom, are lacking the idea of just doing. You know what I'm saying? And not worrying, having that fiduciary in them. You know what I'm saying? Like, be the change and do it. Do what you set your heart out to, and what you've been thinking about. And build it. Other people might join. Folk, you gonna gain a community. You feel like I started this YouTube stuff with zero. You know what I'm saying? I guess my family supported. That's it. And then after that, like everybody else, y'all came through just based on me traveling around and being who I am. And so just build. Start it. See what happens, yo. And there's always a learning involved. If you ain't feeling it, then move on. And it's okay. It's okay, plug. You are talking to a guy that went to college, was at Ross after college or whatnot. Decided that Ross, chilling at Ross, and said, you know what, play, I'm about to start. I want to start creating stuff. Let me go into that film industry. Went to LA. Was there for a couple years. I was like, you know what, play, I ain't really feeling this. I just want to create my own stuff and travel. Bam, tried it out. See what's popping. Did it. And it's steps was like that the Drew from way back in California days, LA days, is a totally different Drew from now. And it's a better version. And I had to go take the steps. Everybody got to take the steps. And that's what it is. That's where we at right now. We've taken the steps and being grateful for what we have already and what we have gone through. You are like what they call it. They have you have your own scripture, your own doctrine, your own book that you're living. You know what I'm saying? You can write it about what you've gone through because everybody gone through different things. But then there's come to a point is if we just stay into our past of what could have happened, why it didn't happen, we're gonna be stuck in there and there's no growth. And so in that and being that and being stuck in the past, that's where the shift has to come in there. Because there's new things out there. There's more things to explore. And so therefore try out new things and see where it goes. And if you don't like it, it's a wonderful thing because you're still here to experience, you know what I'm saying? And so that's where it's at. Let's see. You are going to be an amazing father and grandfather. Oh, snap. That girl said I'm going to be a father and grandfather. Respect to the game. And so that's part of the reason why I ain't got one yet. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like the school system. I don't like the school system, not one bit. I don't like the way things are going. I don't like kids getting dropped off. Forced juices in their system. or whatnot, shots and all that good stuff. I don't like none of that. And so therefore, if I want to bring a child into this world, which I do feel like will happen, shout out to my family, my mom and dad as well, especially because I know they be waiting on that type of stuff. But I'm glad my brother got one. You know what I'm saying? Little Jordan holding it down. My little brother and my older brother as well, little Julian holding it down. They offsprings. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't got my own personal offspring or whatnot. But I do feel like in due time. But I want it in a way where I'm able to you know put the education system that I feel like is the truth and not no lie. And yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at on that. And so that's why the education system is something serious. That's near and dear to my heart. What we learning and what we giving out and what we teaching. Yeah. I mean, let's talk about it. I mean, I didn't learn nothing about making. I mean, money, game or being abundant as far as cash flow, and that's what this whole world it seemed like is based off of. And we ain't even learned teaching that stuff as far as like even just like I remember Shaq was even talking about how he don't even know how to make do a check, write a check at that time. Nobody's writing checks now, but it's not about financial wealth when it comes down to the school system. They're not teaching that. They're teaching you how to be a worker, to be a part of that lifestyle of just you, just being up under somebody. That's the life I feel is being taught. Now there's things in there that's it's you learn or whatnot, but I don't remember a lot of things in high school. I don't remember a lot of things in college either. But not the school system. Nah. It was about them experiences. Them experiences, what I remember in high school and college, that's outside of that classroom, no doubt. And so these experiences, there's education in those experiences, and so I feel like this could be education in the actual classroom, but we got to have something that's worth education, worth our what they call it, our focus, because these kids don't even focus on that type of stuff. They didn't even care about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I didn't care. I was like, man, what are we talking about right now? I ain't trying to listen to Davy Crockett no more. I ain't trying to hear about the Alamo. But anyway, I digress. Let's see. I've been over here working at Domino's Pizza 7 months and grew tremendously socially and emotional discipline. No respect to that, Robert Ron. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a real thing. Like, folk will be afraid to break into that because, like, man, no, I give way more money than that. Like, why am I going to work at Domino's? Or, like, for myself, why am I working at, what's that place called? As a dishwasher? You know what I'm saying? I'm better than that. I should be running this motherfucker, right? That's information that you can learn from being a part of the domino situation. I learned a lot from being a dishwasher. You understand? And it's a lot of humbleness in this situation for sure. And so, yeah. This learning involved in any job that you do, and if that's what you join in on, you could be the change. If you feeling like, I remember my brother was talking about, me and my little brother talked yesterday. And he was talking about how he was going into a job and he was feeling like a little shaky about it because he didn't like, I guess the people over there or whatnot. But it kind of works with his schedule in a way. And he was just like, man, they don't think they know anything. They don't know much, man. And I was like, if it works out your schedule, and you work there about 2 days out the week. I mean, how come you just can't be the change when you go in there? How come it got to be set up for you to be perfect in a way at this job? How come you can't be that change that changed the whole dynamic of the job itself simply because of your presence, And that's where it's at. That's how I felt when I do any old gig. I feel like I come in there and I'm gonna change the demeanor and the atmosphere because of me. That's the godlike ability that's in all of us or whatnot to be the change. And all of a sudden they respect it, they like it, and they want to be a part of it. They said like, yo, this is contagious, And so, yeah, same thing with you, Robert Rom. You was out there holding it down. It's like, I'm gonna be the change up in this thing. You feel? You go over there at Domino's, living your life like it's golden. 7 months in that bad boy, and I'm pretty sure they appreciate your presence out there, since you out there tremendously socially available and emotionally disciplined out there, no doubt. I see. Uh, no, Drew, the RZA is part of the Wu-Tang Clan. All respect to the game. Respect to the game. I just want to let you know my rap game information, old school rap, all that. It's not all the way there. It's not all the way there. I'm not gonna have that. I'm not gonna have that information. My brothers will, but not your boy. I'm not that great. Is it something I'm working on? No, it's not. You know what I'm saying? And I'm okay with it. But RZA, respect to that. And whatever music he made. I do. Only thing a person I know about Wu, I know Method Man and Redman from Wu Tang. I think Old Dirty Bastard was a part of their life as well. But that's all I got. And now I know RZA. You know. Is that everybody? Is that everybody? Am I missing anybody? I might be missing a whole bunch. Wu Tang Clan. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot. You feel? But yeah. Just giving out the information. You know what I'm saying? See. No stealing, my guy. Welcome back to the hibernation. How is Big Booty Savannah doing in the shops? It's still in that shop, baby. I appreciate that information. I appreciate your presence on this line, plug. It's in that shop. I will be paying, I believe, $1,000 for this vehicle here, and he will be paying me money for my vehicle. And if he not, then I'll move the vehicle around. But that's where we at. We came to an agreement. Me and this young man that's living his life, and he's in my life for a reason, and helped me through a lot of different things. And I appreciate this young man that's supposed to be taking care of my vehicle, but it's still at the shop. It's still holding it down over there. No complaints, because it is what it is. It is what it is. I can't knock it. And I just want to be present and see where I can change. How can I change and be the best person that I can possibly be in this time frame right now. And so respect to the journey. Respect to the journey. It's a documentary. It's out there. It's coming. No doubt about my experience of the van that will not move again, and I'm waiting on it. And so, no. I'm good on the van. The van is pretty much his now. We just ain't made the paperwork. And this car is pretty much mine. We just ain't done the paperwork yet. And we'll get that. We'll take care of that. No doubt. Let's see. Anton McByers, what's up? What's up with you, pleb? Appreciate your presence. I miss you, pal. Oh yeah. I've been around the Oregon, yeah. It ain't the world, you know what I'm saying? But I've been working on me and my world pretty much. And so yeah, that's what's been going on, man. It's been a great deep journey. So 4 months, I just found out that I've been gone from doing a live. And so we're gonna change that, rearrange that. It's been good. I'm happy to be back and breaking the barrier of doing a live. It's exciting. I'm glad that my people are still here holding it down, smiling and stuff, and enjoying enjoying this live with me. And yeah. It's a beautiful thing, no doubt. What's next? That's a great question. But I do know I am in the midst of a breakthrough. I am the breakthrough, and it's been a beautiful journey. And so therefore, that's why I had to take a moment of silence from this YouTube space to work on me. And I believe everybody should take a moment of silence and work on themselves. Cut it off, because you don't need it. We don't need it. We don't have to have it. It's just let that just be a situation, TV or social media technology. Let it be a what they call a blessing in your life, but not everything in your life. So that's where it's at. It's all good. I'm 45, so I grew up with the classic hip hop. I feel old using that term. Hey, yo, classic hip hop does sound old now, I believe. But respect to you though. Hold it down. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I mean, since I'm an '80s baby or whatnot, I do have some this old school songs that I mess with, but it wasn't the rap though. It was more about what was that? Like love songs. You know, I was a big music video fan, so like Donnell Jones, you know, Brandy, Monica, you know, folk that was actually, you know, doing love songs like that, Genuine, Tyrese, you know, the old in the '90s, that genre of R&B, player, we could talk about it. We could talk about it, no doubt. But that's where I was at on that game for sure. Let's see. Everything about being a travel nurse. That's what I do. And I love it because of the traveling aspect. 1113. Appreciate your presence on this line. I have never thought about, I mean, I have seen the brochures, Indeed, and all that. I know some people that was a part of the travel nursing scenario, but there's actual work involved into getting that medical stuff involved. You know, you just can't come in there all willy nilly thinking you just gonna get this job as a nurse. You gotta have some background, some information, and so that's something I didn't tap into. I don't know how much background information, but I'll check on it since you know it came into my realm through you. So I'll check on it and see what it's talking about, and see you know see where it goes. Blood. Like I remember the time where travel nursing, man, if there was a high commodity out there, no doubt. If you was a travel nurse, you was making major money, and I'm pretty sure that's what's happening with your life. You know what I'm saying? Your abundance is running down on you, no doubt. And we appreciate your presence and taking the time throughout your day. You know what I'm saying? And be a part of this live, no doubt. Respect to you. Uh, oh yeah. In the '90s, when it comes down to R&B, I don't think there's not one song that's just trash full on. That the '90s and the songs and R&B songs that came through that your radio station player, A1. We talking about we still in the boys and men stage a little bit. You feel me? Like we on some dang, let me who else we come out with, blood? Like there's so many different ones that you can join in as far as the '90s and a little bit in the 2000s. You know what I'm saying? A little we'll bleed in like maybe 2005. You know that's what we bleed into. But there's a lot of outstanding music during that time, and I think I might I want to dabble in that. I'm gonna dabble into those old school songs because it microwaves my heart when I hear them, you know, and I'm sure everybody that's listened to it, it microwaves other people's heart. It might not microwave the young folk. The young folk, you know, they got some new songs out right now that they get warm and tingly on. You know, it's not gonna be no Donnell Jones. What they call it? What's that song? One of my favorite songs. Uh, Say when you love someone, you just don't treat them bad. Oh, how I feel so sad now that I wanna leave. She's crying her heart to me. You know what I'm saying? Like that joint right there? Player. That bring back the memories. Who remember that joint? Where I Wanna Be by Donnell Jones, man. That's on the brain right now, so it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just threw that out there. Is it getting warmer in Oregon at all? It did snow earlier this morning, so there will be a get warmer day, but it hasn't happened yet. During the day, I mean, it's pretty nice right now. I'm out here by elementary school, so there's gonna be a lot of people, but it is pretty nice out there in the streets. I'm at a park really, but the elementary school is right across the street, and people park here to pick up the kiddos. You know, so I'm in the midst of all that. looking like a daddy about to pick up somebody, but really I'm just doing a nomadic convo right now with a it ain't got not one kid involved in my life to pick up. And so I might be taking up space for somebody because I do got prime real estate right now. I'm in the midst. I'm in the mecca right now, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm chit chatting with y'all, and that's what it's all about. Let's see. Cut Close and had classic R&B album in the '90s. Oh yeah, yeah. Look at that. We represent Andre Page. Andre Page, know the deal. Appreciate your presence on this line. By H Town, '90s is fire. Yeah, H Town they do enjoy the slow music. That's still a thing, no doubt. That chopped and screwed lifestyle. Um, I will say this for myself personally. I don't think I can do the chopped and screwed like that 24/7. Though. You know what I'm saying? I might get like a reminisce. I was at the club one night. That's when I saw some hype. You know what I'm saying? That them type of y'all don't know if y'all know that one, but that's an H Town rapper right there all day. I forgot his name right now, but it came into the brain and it slowed down. It's music like that, but I can't be a part of that chop and screw like not too hard. That's yeah, but respect to it though. Respect to it. There's a moment in time for it. But some folk be jamming that 24/7. Not in my vehicle. I'm not gonna be doing that. Y'all got it. Respect to y'all in that lifestyle, but yeah, not for your boy. Let's see. Heavy metal, alternative, Seattle scene, hybrid music, like Linkin Park. I respect it, Angela, no doubt. I see the Linkin Park vibe. Heavy metal. I met a guy a couple of days ago at the gym, and he was talking about because he was on something. I feel like he had his shirt off and everything like that. He was, sweating like he was a pretty built dude. And I was asking him what he was listening to because he was working out different, and it was heavy metal. It was heavy metal. He was all in. And so, yeah, number love to that person holding it down and had that heavy metal and throwing the weights around. He was mad. He had like a lot of frustration that he had to take care of, and heavy metal helped him with that. You know, yeah. I'm not listening to it personally throughout my little old day. Uh, but if I hear it, I'm not gonna be like, ooh. Everybody got their own personal preference. I remember I used to go like, ooh, for country music, and then I realized country music got its own little flair to it, and I like it. So, I dabble. I dabble on a little bit of everything. Uh, but it's not heavy metal. Is not gonna be like top 10. On my list, no doubt. Uh, Mess with D Block. Ooh, who D Block? I gotta step back. Styles P, I do know. I do know Styles P. Dang, what song did he have? I mean, I'm not I'm not gonna call him a one hit wonder, but like he had like a song that really hit that I'm trying to remember right now, and it's not coming through. But he had a moment in time. He wasn't no slouch, no doubt. Respect to that Styles P character, for sure. Let's see. Jaleel just smoking some bud for the first time this year. Look at that boy Jaleel holding it down, man. Enjoy that, plug. You deserve that. You took a oasis, a fast from that smoking of the green, which is everybody need to do it. You wanna smoking like it's your first time again. You want that experience, and then you can get off of it because that's where it's at, yo. You don't want to be all in every day. Gotta smoke the green on the daily. If you want to do it, then that's your prerogative or whatnot. But yeah, everything can be in moderation, and that's how I look at the green for sure. And that's why I'm not smoking it. But there could become a time where futuristically, you know what I'm saying, I'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna join in. I'm gonna join in because it's why not, and I'm really relaxed and indulge. You feel just like having a glass of wine. And that's how I look at the cannabis, the green situation. But I'm glad that you took your time off and did your thing for sure. Um, it's great weightlifting stuff. Okay, hip hop is good for running. I respect it. My go to, my go to, Angela and everybody else for sure is James Brown when it comes down to working out. James Brown music. It's something about that cat screaming like that that I'm ready to get on the good foot. You feel me? Ow! Dun, dun. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm ready to throw them things up. So that might be my closest thing to heavy metal. I haven't really like I don't really do too many the heavy beats, but things like that. I have been known to do flute music, native flute music out there in the streets, classical music, orchestra playing in the background. Play. I had all that. You know what I'm saying? I had that joint going on in my earbuds, and I enjoy my squats during that time, my relaxation, my yoga, whatever I was doing. I was listening to classical music, but if I want to have a little upbeat tempo though, yeah, James Brown. James Brown's where it's at. Let's see. Just is that guy that you was crying on Instagram Live about his ex taking everything. 50 Cent clown that boy. Oh snap. Golden Mo, appreciate that information and your presence again, no doubt. That's class. Yeah, here. Everybody had their moment. I feel like even in the YouTube space, yo, like I mean, I'm not gonna knock Tyrese because everybody had their moment, a teardrop in front of the camera. It be about whatever that is. You feel me? Me personally, something that I look back now is like, man, I looked at it totally different now. But at the time, I was hurt. But I had my moment of teardrops in front of the camera. Man, if y'all go check out the YouTube video of me, of my car, the greatest car ever, the YouTube video about me talking about my Jeep, the car that I went 45 states in, just straight dying, where I couldn't do anything with it no more. Like your boy boo hooed. I was in LA and I had a girlfriend at the time, and I just felt like the movement was over when that car died because I had no other choices. I had no other option at the time, but with my the lens I was carrying at that time. I felt like there was no other way. And so during that video, your boy had like maximized his teardrops, probably looking just like Tyrese in them streets. But I wouldn't talk about a girl. Though. I was talking about the actual vehicle and how I guess that vehicle for me represented, especially the fact that it's gone now, represented the journey and the fact that it was out. I felt like the journey could be over, and I'm back in LA and I'm about working again. And that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And you got a candid view of that. I mean, I think I boo-hooed so many times that my actual brother was talking about how he boo-hooed. You know what I'm saying? How he cried. Your boy took it. I let it all. I let it all out. I let it all out. My spirit, player. It was tough, player. No doubt. So I think that's a part of. I mean, some major YouTubers that's been there, got millions of followers or whatnot. They cried in front of their fan base or whatever. So people are going. There's in what they call a shedding of things, man. And sometimes it's that shedding of things. I don't know about showcasing the teardrops in front of people like that no more, but a tear has to happen. It's natural sometimes, blood. Just let it go. Let it go, man. It can be a cleanse, almost like throwing up. I mean, how many times people threw up and be like, I feel better now. You know what I'm saying? It's nasty. You know what I'm saying? It was abrupt. A lot of, you know what I'm saying? But just like that throw up, those tears and that boo-hooing and taking that time for that, and you give it a moment of time for that, and don't let it run your life to be crying all day. But there's a moment where you just gotta let it go, let it all out, and then and you feel better afterwards. And so respect to Tyrese, even though it was about a girl, which I don't understand why would he even cry about a young lady like that, about his ex taking his ex taking everything. Oh, player. I mean, yeah, that's all I got for it. I don't know the backstory, player. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna try to, but it happens to the best of us. Shout out to Tyrese, yo. It happens to the best of us. That D-Box Styles P, Jada Kiss, Chic. Man, I know a guy. No, respect to those guys. They got some good. That's trap music. I understand where you coming from. D Block. I got you. I got you. Shout out to that, man. I know a guy in college, man. His name, my boy said that boy used to f with some Jadakiss, dog. He was about that life. He was about that life, and I remember him jamming Jadakiss, and he was telling everybody else like, this he the truth. He number one. He the best out there in the streets, and he was putting him in a pedestal. And I was like, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? At the time, I wouldn't. He was nice. He had some good music. I mean, I felt like the beats was the best thing that he brought to the table was the beats. But he knew how to. He got some hooks. He got some hooks. You know what I'm saying? As you ride. You know what I'm saying? He had some things that make you get crunk a little bit. But yeah. Shout out to the Jadakiss Life and the Styles P and all them boys, man. I will say I want to put out there was somebody that had a one song, and this is the lens I was on way back in the day. Man, the song called with Little Scrappy. You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems, probably. You don't want no problems with me if you need it. That song right there. When that song came out, I was jamming that 4 or 5 times a day, faithfully. You know what I'm saying? Like that was my hold them back. We gotta push that. You know what I'm saying? Like I was deep into that music and that song for real. So much so that I told my brothers, I was like, yo, plug, and my sister, he the next Tupac. I said that. I said that boy Lil Scrappy was gonna be the next Tupac off that one song. I don't think he ever had a song after that. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. But that's where I was at. On how much I love that joint right there. You don't want no problems, probably. You don't want to be out in the streets, mouth full of gold. Man, let me tell you something, player. I was deep. I was deep in it. I fell into the trap. That was my joint. Looking back at it now, that was silly than a mofo, player. I was deep. I love that joint right there, man. But that's how I go, man. Everybody got their own personal song they be fucking with. And at that time, man, that joint right there, yeah, man. Said it here first, bro. Lil Scrappy, I look up to at one time, and I said he was the next Tupac, bro. Facts. Let's see. I like a lot of different genre of music. There's a lot of good stuff out there, no doubt. There is, and there's no knock on the people that's jamming the new school music. I mean, everybody got their own little flair, their little flame to music or whatnot, man. And even though some people bash it or whatnot and saying that ain't real music. I mean, what the hell is real music? You know what I'm saying? It's beats, you know what I'm saying, that people connect with or they don't, And so people be looking for these certain way it's supposed to be done and play. When you break the box or go outside the box, that would change happen, and that's where you what they call it? What 50 Cent say? Go ahead and switch the style up, and if they hate and let them hate and watch the money pile up. Well, the motherfuckers, they switch the style up, kinfolk. And there's people that join in and keep that style going. But yeah. I mean, we always growing and getting better, even in the music game. Now I will say this: now the music they do put out music that they want you to listen to, like the song that's out right now that everybody enjoy. I know everybody enjoy. I'm men and women, and cause I still kind of I tap my feet to it. Like yeah, that's kind of nice. It's an old school beat. You got an old school beat to it. Cause girls are players too. Been in the dinners and around the world. Cause girls are players. You know what I'm saying? Like I heard that in people's cars, in the gym. They got that at at department stores. You know what I'm saying? Like that's everywhere. That song right there, man. And what is it promoting? What is it saying? I mean, it might not be something that we is all the way we want to put out there, but it's a fun song. Let's not get it twisty, you know. But there's some wild songs out there as well. There's some wild songs out there, and we gotta understand that there's an agenda to most of these songs that's being put out in the streets, and we all know this. We feel it actually as a collective that this is that bullshit. But then we have a lack of work to make changes. You know what I'm saying, within ourselves and within our community. You know what I'm saying, and that's where I had to change for myself personally to be better, and I am promoting the idea for everybody else to do the same. However that may be, that you feel like you need to change for the better version of yourself, then by all means do so. By all means. Let's see. The Motown music is a great, no doubt. Dang, I know you want to leave me, but I refuse to let you go. If I got to beg, please, for your, it'll say like, yeah, man. My family was deep in the Motown music for sure. For sure, for sure. There's a song that my dad used to put me on, and it wasn't Motown though. It was the Tower of Power. And it was called "What Is Hip." What is hip? Tell me if you think you know what is hip. If you're really hip, your past years show you were the hip trip. Maybe hip. You know what I'm saying? Like this is we talking about what is hip, kinfolk. This is what we talking about, and that is an old school saying at its finest. But I was jamming. I still jam that if I hear it to this day. You know, that's fire music right there. You know, the beat. Dun, 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 dun. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting all the instruments in my mouth at all. You know what I'm saying? But that bad boy is jamming, yo. Jamming. Let's see. I don't know that song. Sounds like a good thing though. Hey, yo. What song you talking about that you don't know? Because if you talking about you don't know the little Scrappy joint, everybody know Lil Scrappy, one hit wonder, player. Everybody know that joint. For real, for real. Don't play that game now. If you don't know, you gotta be from another country somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And you come to visit your boy to say what's up. Respect it. But yeah, that's a classic joint for sure, for sure. But yes. I've been here for an hour and 48 minutes. I see the crappy pop song that's playing everywhere. That crappy. What song is that? Hold on. Oh, you talk about girls be players too? That what you just? Come on now. Come on. Is that a pop song? I gotta take a step back and realize what just happened, because I thought that was just like, I was just music right there. I understand, like, I understand, player. I know not to the girls be players too, man. Respect to the joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you saw her singing it live or anything like that, but she got a voice. She talented or whatnot. No, not. But there's an agenda to this music out here in these streets. Uh, my sister-in-law, yeah, she killed it. Tamika, shout out to Tamika out there in the streets. She liked this song. Man, everybody know about this one too. It's a rap song. The girl killing it, man. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. That part right there is hilarious. You understand me? And so I don't know the actual title of this bad boy, But you know, when that girl come in and said, "Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it," I tap. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying, yeah, don't play with her like that. I won't play with you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel on the joint. Like that song, it do. Now what she talking about? I try not to even really dabble too much with what she talking about. She probably ain't talking about nothing. You know what I'm saying? But the hook though, flavorful. You know, that hook though got me, and that's what usually happens with that music, man. That get you on the hook, and then they be talking something crazy. Oh yeah. That's something that we could talk about. Snap, I forgot all about this. So the Grammys, they had a song, and they called it the Grammy joints and the Super Bowl halftime show. They said Rihanna did like they call it I forgot the word for it, man, but there was devilish talks about what she did and what happened in the Grammys. As far as this guy, I think I believe he's gay, and I forgot how the song go or whatnot, but it was a red room. How the song go? What's the name of that song, dude? And it had a girl involved in this music, and I think it's a she, the girl, and like they won an award for being the first transgendered award winner or something like that. Um, yeah, Sam Smith. There you go. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. That's who he is, Sam Smith. And I saw the the hoopla. You know what I'm saying? The song and the performance and all that. And I'm like, player. You know? I mean, everybody has their artistic right, but there's some artists that's very artistic. You're very great artists out there, but that's not being pushed. That right there was being pushed for the world to see and saying like this is hot. But there's a lot of songs that is hot that a lot of people don't know. And that's where it's at. It's all about what they pushing, and that's the person they pushing. Respect to the man and what they doing or whatnot, but I ain't got to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? They put it on the Grammys. Everybody got to watch it. Everybody joining in. And I'm like, I mean, if you don't see that as a telltale sign that something's up out here, things are changing, then play, it is what it is. Enjoy yourself in that world, in that realm. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we got to come up off that or not watch it at all. We shut that bad boy off, man. Them boys don't even, that's not even a thing no more. You feel me? We get deeper into our communities and promote the music in our communities or whatnot. That's really that folk don't know about. That could be a way of getting exposure or whatnot in your communities or whatnot, yo. Another aspect. Don't even worry about what the majority trying to push or whatnot, because it might not be the cup of tea that we need to be drinking, you know. So that's where I'm at on that. But no knock to him, man. But I wouldn't sip on that. I wouldn't sip on that at all. I think they said something about going into the I forgot how the song go. It don't matter though. It don't matter. I ain't trying to put him in no more of a hype. I don't like trying to hype that man up at all. But that's the name of the song though. I mean, of the dude Sam Smith. Yeah. Repetitive music is where it's at. I mean, we kind of dumb down each other a little bit. Shout out to Lupe Fiasco. Dumb it down, because that's where it's at. It's just repetitive beats, and it's like repetitive sayings, and we just it goes deep into the subconscious a little bit with that. Just keep it going, and then everything we want to do is short videos, short quick 60 seconds. Like we don't have time, it seems like, to really dissect a full-on documentary or something like that. But we are doing a bunch of shorts and getting a lot of information, swiping up and looking at more shorts, and we microwaved our education in a way. And there's pros and cons to it or whatnot. But yeah, that's what's happening in the streets. A lot of repetitive scenarios going on, but it has its plays its role in our world. It's needed, just like the long content is needed, just like the short content. And we kind of got used to the short content. And I'm knocking anybody that's, rocking that joint and jamming that. And but like if you have a negative feelings on it, then that's where you need to work on. You know what I'm saying? That's where you be, because it's happening all around the world. I mean, but if you just shut off your computer, you're not gonna know these things. You know what I'm saying? And how many people know that that's okay too? You know what I'm saying? The doctor knows some of these music or whatnot, because it don't bring nothing to you. If it does, then that's a beautiful thing. If it doesn't, then you ain't gotta listen to it. But yeah, we just got to be on our own path or whatnot, and work with the people that's around us in our own communities, and be better within ourselves, for real. And that's where I'm at. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm talking to you right now as we speak, because it's that time. It's that time, baby. But my goal is to chit chat with you tomorrow, and tomorrow we will have a little story time tomorrow, and it's gonna be about the situation where me personally, I was a part of a flipped vehicle. You understand me? So stay tuned tomorrow. I'm not sure what time exactly, but I'm gonna be accountable on this. You know what I'm saying? And come back tomorrow and give you a whole picture. I got a picture of me in that situation, and I'll tell you exactly what happened. And I was with my boy at this time as well, but I was a part of a flipped vehicle accident. I'm still here, holding it down, no doubt. But y'all enjoy yourselves. Make sure y'all out here for ducking it, baby, and really taking in this time frame to really work on ourselves, no doubt. Y'all be easy. I appreciate y'all presence. All right, then Ansley, be easy for sure. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, and I thank y'all for being here with me this whole way through, and more to come. Number love. All right, peace.